What if the perfect family you invited into your home every week was living a spectacular lie? For nearly a decade, millions of viewers tuned into Chrisley Knows Best to watch the lives of Todd and Julie Chrisley. They were the picture of Southern charm and new money opulence. A loud, loving, and impeccably dressed family living in a 30,000-square-foot mansion outside Atlanta. Their patriarch, Todd, was a self-proclaimed patriarch of perfection, a man who micromanaged his family's lives with a silver tongue and a designer wardrobe. They preached family values and fiscal responsibility, all while flaunting a lifestyle most people can only dream of. So how did this picture-perfect family portrait shatter into a million pieces? How did Todd and Julie Chrisley, the beloved stars of reality television, end up trading their mansion for federal prison cells? The headlines tell a simple story of greed and consequence. But tonight, we will uncover the stunning, hidden details of a decade-long deception. This is a story of faked documents, stolen millions, and a desperate attempt to maintain an illusion of wealth that was built on a foundation of lies. This is the story of what the perfect family was hiding. Long before the scandal broke, the Chrisleys curated an image of flawless success. Their show, which premiered in 2014, was an instant hit. Audiences were captivated by Todd's witty, controlling personality, Julie's calm and steady presence, and the playful drama of their children. They weren't just reality stars. They were a brand. They projected an air of effortless wealth with a fleet of luxury cars, a wardrobe overflowing with designer clothes, and a seemingly endless supply of cash. Todd often lectured his children about the value of $1, all while living a life that screamed money is no object. On their show, they were the idealized American family, rich, funny, and unfailingly loyal to one another. From the outside, it was a modern fairy tale. But could this fairy tale really last forever? The first sign that something was deeply wrong came long before their television fame. The inciting incident wasn't a single event, but a slow burn of financial deception that began in the mid-2000s. Years before they were famous, federal prosecutors said Todd and Julie could have predicted the spectacular collapse that was about to happen. The shocking truth finally came to light in a federal courtroom in Atlanta. The story's climax was the 2022 trial, where prosecutors laid out the full extent of the Chrisleys' deception. The reality they presented to the world was a complete fantasy. That massive Atlanta mansion? It was a rental. The endless shopping sprees? They were funded with money they didn't have. A former business partner, Mark Braddock, became the prosecution's star witness, testifying that he had committed fraud on behalf of Todd Chrisley for years. He told the jury they had a system. They would use a cut-and-paste function to create fake bank statements and financial records to fool the lenders. He even claimed that he and Todd had a brief, intimate affair, an allegation Todd's lawyers denied. The court also heard that once the reality show money started rolling in, the couple hid more than $1 million from the IRS by funneling it through their production company. On television, they were the epitome of success. In reality, they were orchestrating a criminal conspiracy. The chain reaction of destruction was swift and brutal. In June 2022, a jury found Todd and Julie Chrisley guilty on all counts, including bank fraud, tax evasion, and conspiracy to defraud the United States. The verdict sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Their reality show, the very engine of their fame, was canceled. Their planned spin-off series were scrapped. Their carefully crafted image as a wholesome, God-fearing family was shattered. The public that had once adored them now saw them as con artists. The judge, in sentencing them, was scathing, referring to their greed and the sheer scale of their long-running fraud. The sentence was a bombshell. Todd was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison, and Julie was sentenced to 7. The fairy tale was officially over. Desperate to control the narrative, the Chrisleys fought back. Even after their conviction, they maintained their innocence, launching a new podcast, Chrisley Confessions, from house arrest while awaiting sentencing. They portrayed themselves as victims of a witch hunt, targeted by a vengeful ex-employee and an overzealous government. They told their listeners, "We are alive and kicking, and we appreciate all the support we have received." They filed for an appeal, arguing that their once glamorous life was reduced to prison uniforms and commissary accounts. From behind bars, they continued to speak out, describing harsh conditions, inedible food, and the emotional toll of being separated from their family. Then, in a stunning turn of events that no one saw coming, in May of 2025, they were granted a full presidential pardon and walked free. Their daughter Savannah's relentless campaign had apparently reached the highest office. The Chrisleys are now back, with a new reality show in the works, ready to tell their side of the story. In the end, the Chrisley saga is a powerful and unsettling parable for our time. It's a story about the dangerous gap between public image and private reality, and the lengths people will go to in order to protect a lie. They built an empire on a fantasy, and for a while, the world bought it. Their story forces us to ask, in an age of curated social media feeds and carefully edited reality shows, what is real anymore? The Chrisleys may have served their time, but the questions their story raises about fame, fraud, and the illusion of the perfect life will linger for a long time to come. What do you think about this story? Do you believe they deserved a second chance, or was justice denied? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.